I'm no leader of men, Willie, and neither are you. You were never anything but a hard-working drummer that landed in the ash can like the rest of them. I'm $1 an hour, Willie. I tried 7 states and couldn't raise it. $1 an hour! You gather my meaning? I'm not bringing home any prizes anymore, Pop. And you're gonna stop waiting for me to bring them home!
I hope you flip some guy the bird. He cuts you off and you forced to swerve in front of a Backstreet Boys tour bus, the Batmobile, and
Welcome to the Play Report.
Yeah,
it's a new one coming after you. Trying to get educated in this bitch. On this bitch. We call Earth. My favorite bitch. Oh man, Red Death of a Salesman. One of the great American plays. Maybe the second greatest American play, according to the shit talkers on the internet that want to say Streetcar is number one. I guess. Try and dive into this world, man. I read Death of a Salesman by the great Arthur Miller in 1949. That's when I read it. No, it's when he wrote it. That's at least when they put the first stage play up. I never read plays before, man. You know, I'm an actor. I'm a thespian, but, you know, I grew up imitating Ace Ventura talking out of my ass in first grade, so it's like that's kind of where I started the method. And I've studied acting for like a decade, and I'm just in a point where I'm like kind of studying this old fucking shit because I'm not classically trained, if you will. I didn't go to fucking Juilliard. I didn't start at Stella Adler or some shit. I'm in some Meisner shit now, which is a little bit more of that fucking old shit. But, you know, I went to the source. I'm like, all right, when you feel dumb, you feel insecure about something, just dive into the pussy. And so I went in. I'm like, all right, Death of the fucking Salesman. Did a scene from Class. I did a Biff and Happy scene from it. I played Happy, the ladies' man. I don't know if he's a ladies' man, but he likes ladies. He probably settles for the ugliest ones. Death of a Salesman. Some good shit, okay? This is about the American dream. You know, it's like, do you work hard? What do you get out of it at the end of the day? What's life all about? You know, what's the way to get ahead in this world? You know, is this a world based on merit, work hard, or is it about being well-liked? Well, the heart of this fucking story is the dad, Willie Loman, okay? He's a hard-working motherfucker, and he kind of hates his life. Does he sound like all of your fathers? Because he's pretty much, that's pretty much that, man. It's like, he's the main character, and the whole movie, not the movie, I keep thinking movie terms, because I did watch the filmed production of this, starring Lee J. Cobb, who's a bad motherfucker from the back in the day, apparently. So he's this old senile motherfucker, okay? And it starts with him telling his wife, he's like 63 years old. He's like, yo, I'm still a fucking salesman. I'm a traveling salesman. You know, I work, I'm on the road all the time. And he's like, dude, baby, we haven't even got the fucking house paid off yet. Like, I can't even afford insurance. I can't afford shit. Like, what's the point of life? He's like, I'm old as fuck. And I don't know. She's like, yo, we did it for our kids. We should be proud of our kids. And he's like, yeah, what the fuck did they amount to? And she's like, I don't know. But we got the kids in town, okay? So we got the 2 sons staying overnight upstairs, okay? One is a little playboy, Mr. Happy. That's who I got cast as. Go figure. And then the other is Biff. Now, Biff was supposed to be the fucking golden child out of the gate. Everyone loved him, okay? And that's the way Willie brought these boys up. He was like, dude, the number one thing in life is to be well-liked. Because you got to network. You got to suck some dicks. That's how you want a job. You better fucking make sure people laugh at your jokes. Don't say bad jokes. Don't say inappropriate ones. And so Biff, they're both in their 30s, and the golden child never amounted to shit. Not really. He's been fucking on this wayward journey. He's been out west. He's been working on like a farm or some shit, which I think sounds dope. But Dad is like, what the fuck is that about? I thought he was going to be some badass, you know, suspender-wearing Scrooge McDuck bitch like by now. He's not. So Biff's home, and Biff tells his brother, because his brother's kind of on his case too. He's like, yo, why don't you and Dad get along? He's like, yeah, because Dad fucking thinks I'm a nobody. He's always on my case about this shit. And Happy's like, all right, well, what is going on with your life? And he's like, I don't know, bro. I feel lost. I feel I'm in my 30s. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I'm like a boy. I'm like a boy out there. Sounds like me, huh? And he tells me, he's like, I don't know what I want out of life either. Like, do I want to settle down? Like, he's just this motherfucker that's smoking too much weed on his rooftop and thinking about life. That's basically what he is. Okay. And he's right too. That's how I am. It's just, you got to wonder what you're working for, because you get in this rat race where your ego is involved. You're like, get a job, get a good job, and have money, good money. And it's like, what the fuck's it for? What about your time? And that's what he realizes. He's like, spend all this fucking time busting your ass, and then they give you some money and you got nice things, but it's like, but what did you do with your whole life? I get it. I'm trying to think about that myself in real life, IRL. I know. I'm trying to think, okay, what do I have a job for? It's for my art. So do that. So keep doing that. I don't know. But Biff's home, and he's thinking, man, I do need to fucking get something going. He's like, all right, I'm going to come up with a business plan. I'm going to get like a loan from this dude in town that used to love me, used to love my shit. He'll back me. And they're like, all right, I got this plan. Dad'll like me. It's all good. So that's all something. And a lot of the play, it's very interesting how it's trippy. So like the dad is like going senile and tripping out the whole time. So there's this real life current situation, but he's having these flashbacks of his life and all the shit that went wrong and business deals, and he's wondering what went wrong with Biff, why he didn't fucking graduate out of high school with good grades or some shit. And it's just trippy. And it's interesting to see it written that way, man, because this is like one of the first plays I dove into, and it's a little bit like a Darren Aronofsky fucking style, if you will. Like, weird. Anyways, the story keeps going. Mom sits down with the boys, and she's like, hey, Biff, your dad, he's trying to kill himself. And Biff is like, yeah, big whoop, everyone's trying to fuck it. She's like, no, he's having car accidents all the time. I think he's trying to end his life. And Biff is like, all right. And she's like, I found this rubber pipe at the basement that he's huffing fucking the gasoline out of or whatever. And he's getting high, or he's just trying to die. And they're like, okay, what do I do? Gotta save Dad. Oh, now Dad's problems are my problems. My whole life is just to fucking make him happy. Anyways, even fucking the dad, this is where it gets fucked up. The dad is fantasizing about his funeral. And I know people do this in real life too. He's fantasizing about the salesman funeral. He says the term, the guy that he once knew, he died the death of a salesman. He had his hat on and he was traveling, and he goes, everyone came from miles to appreciate him. All the salesmen that came. And it's like this is what he wants. What is his life been for his whole, what has he been working for? He's like, oh, it should be for this fucking badass motherfucking funeral. At least that's the reading I get whenever I flip through this shit, Which I don't know. I remember being, whenever you're a depressed motherfucker and you're thinking in your head, you're like, yeah, I'll make him play Freebird. Make him play Freebird at my funeral. That'll hit so good, man. Fucking make him play Freebird. That's what Willie Loman's got tossed around in his brain. So, Willie keeps thinking, why did my son fuck up? Because apparently Biff flunked math years ago, and it was a big fucking thing. And he's like, he could have even retaken the test, and he just didn't. And he's like, what happened? What happened? So we go flashbacks. And this is where we find out what the fuck a play is, because they want to tie it all together. And I'm getting it. I've only read a couple of these motherfuckers, and I already get it. You got to have a big tragic ending or a big happy ending. I mean, that's what movies are, too. But given how sad this is, you just know. This is going to go one. You're like, okay, well, we're going to find out the big fucking thing that happened. And then it goes to a flashback of Biff after he failed that fucking test, going to see his dad while he was on the road, and be like, Dad, I need your help, some shit. And he catches his dad, Willie, with the Willie out, banging someone who's not his mama Linda. Sadness overtakes him. How could you do that, Dad? I thought you were some motherfucker, but you're really this. Love and marriage is a lie. How will I ever know how to console someone and trust in them if my whole foundation of love and family and what I thought of has been destroyed by you and my whole image of what I thought you were is a complete lie and now I don't even know how to trust anything you say. I get it. Fucking your world comes crashing down. And it fucks him up. And, that's the whole thing. And Willie's been in denial all these years. He's like, you just do this shit to fuck me over. You just want to be a piece of shit just to be a failure to spite me. That's why you do it. And then he's like, no, dude, you're in denial. Like, you fucking didn't give us good values, told me just to be well-liked, didn't give me any fucking skills. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do with that shit. And then I caught you fucking cheating on mom. And so that sucked. And fuck. So, that's that. Biff doesn't make his business deal. And nothing happens. And he gets in a big fight with his dad. And he basically tells his dad, he's like, yo, Dad, I'm worthless. I make $1 an hour at best. That's all I ever was going to be. It's all I ever going to be. It's like, that's me, bro. I'm fucking like white trash. That's what I am. Okay, Dad? Sorry. So quit expecting more. You didn't instill more, okay? You get what you fucking put in, bro. And Willie's like, fuck you. You should have rose to the fucking occasion, motherfucker. You should have rose. And it's whatever. And then Willie gets in the car and fucking goes and kills himself. It's not like... Right, I think the dust settles a little bit, and then he goes and kills himself. But he does. Jumps in, and he fucking... Death of a salesman. God, his dad... Yeah, I mean, his dad was a salesman. Isn't that... In the 50s, isn't that just, like, lingo for cheat on your wife? All the old films. You on a business trip with your lady. I don't know, fucking... So... Tragic. I knew it would happen. And then, okay, so they have a funeral. And I told you, he wanted to have this funeral where he's fucking playing Freebird. And, it's like Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. His body comes down like a concert. And no one shows up. No one comes. No one fucking cares about you, Willie. No one did care. No one gave a fuck. Your whole thing was to be well-liked. No one liked you. Tried so hard. Got so far. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. I put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you. I pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. It was a good play. Philip Seymour Hoffman and Andrew Garfield played in it in 2012. And so did Christopher Lloyd in 2010. I really want to see those versions. Daniel Day-Lewis is related to the playwright Arthur Miller. He married his daughter. I wonder if that was his. And I shouldn't think that way because he is a great actor. I don't want to think everything is about who you know, but that's the title of this fucking theme of the play. It's about who you know, and then is that why Daniel Day-Lewis? Is that why Daniel Day-Lewis is the greatest actor of all time? Because he's fucking married to Arthur Miller's goddamn daughter? Is that why? Or is it just... Or is that why she married him? Because he's the greatest. I hope there's something. I don't care how I get there. I got talent, and I'll fucking, pretend I'm friends with somebody. I can't do that. I just gotta tell my head at the end. Can't do it. Whatever. So, thoughts on the fucking Salesman. Yeah, this dude wrote The Crucible. I guess I read that back in the day too. Brush up on that motherfucker. John Proctor. That guy was cheating on his wife too. Oh, he's got a running theme in this. Arthur Miller. Wonder if you did that. I'm seeing. All right, that's a political point. I'm $1 an hour, Willie.
You die.
Pop! Can't you see? I'm nothing? I'm nothing, Pop! Can't you understand that? There's no spite in it anymore. I just am what I am, that's all.
I hope you go out surfing. You see a shark and he starts to eat all of you and your dumbass friends. I hate you so much, you bitch ass will be dead. I hope you die.
Last note, on Death of the Salesman, I watched the Dustin Hoffman movie with John Malkovich. They call it the fucking John Malkovich movie. We should call it this. Dustin Hoffman's shit's pretty good. It's no fucking BJ Cobb. It's fucking Malkovich. There's no spite in it anymore. Just am what I am, that's all.
I hope you die. I hope you die. Wherever the fucking note is. I hope you die.